have been designed. So entity, if you can see, they are in the rectangular boxes. Student and course are my entity, and the diamond shape is the relationship. A student is studying a course, like you people are enrolled for the course, and you have some course ID and you have course name. Similarly, student is having a student ID, name, age as their attributes. So why do we use ER diagram? We use ER diagram so that we can create particular entity and we can highlight that. We'll talk about primary key. Like in this class, I'll talk about that we don't have roll numbers. We don't have in the attendance sheet. We can only make a significance through your name or through your college. That is uniquely identifying you, right? But there are many students who are from Lloyd only, so that cannot be considered as one of the primary key. But your name can be considered as the primary key, which makes your table uniquely identified. So if I talk about ER diagram, it helps in reducing the complexity and it also saves time. So to best describe ER model, it is a kind of a schema. You are creating a schema for your data. So I am talking about this particular entity, rectangle shape, weak entity, double rectangle shape, relationship in a diamond form, attribute in a oval shape, derived attribute in a oval dash form, multi-valued attribute means double oval. We'll understand this one by one with the example. So entity, I hope everybody understood, it's a table. It can be a living form, it can be a non-living form, and it is showcased in a rectangle form. So for example, student study course, and both student and course are the entities. So how it can be a weak entity? If you can see that we have classroom. Classroom is not having any particular, I'll say primary key, right? School की primary key हो सकती है school number. Like in your universities, you have seen that there is some college code. But with respect to classroom, there is no such code is there, right? And room number can be a differentiator. Like in this case, IBM lab, right? Mainframe lab. Attributes are the designed to help you understand the columns. So in student we have 4 columns: address, name, roll number, age. Key attribute means primary key. Roll number is one of the primary key. Like in your case, Aadhaar ID is the primary key because it cannot be duplicated, it cannot be left blank, it cannot be null, right? And every table should have one primary key. Moving ahead, composite attribute, as you can see, name can be segregated into first name, middle name, last name. Similarly, address can be segregated: city, street, address, zip code, postal code. Multi-valued attribute, many of you must be having, 2 addresses. One is temporary, one is permanent address, and many of you must be having phone number, 2 phone numbers. That is also multi-valued. Moving ahead, derived attribute, as you can see, with the help of date of birth, you can derive age, right? So relationship, because we are studying relational database management system. So in this case, relationship is very important. As you can see that we can have one-to-one relationship also, and we can have one-to-many, many-to-many, many-to-one. So one-to-one, student has identification card, ID card, that is one-to-one. One customer can place multiple orders, right? That is one-to-many, many-to-one. Many students can enroll to one course, and many-to-many, many employees is assigned to many employees. Clear with this? Now we'll talk about what are the SQL commands, because we'll be moving to the MySQL practical process. So these are basically the foundation of SQL. Let's talk about DDL, data declaration language command. It is automated, right? Everything is automatically saved whenever we create, whenever we alter, whenever we drop, and whenever we truncate anything. So alter is basically that you are making some major changes in your database, in your data. Drop means that the thing is permanently deleted, it will not come back. Truncate means that it will delete, but the memory space is also being cleared. Moving to DML, data manipulation language command, we'll first talk about update, delete and insert. If you are creating something, insert. And if you by mistake have done some change, make a mistake, then you can update that. Delete means that you are deleting the row, right? You are not, I will not say the whole structure you are deleting, you are deleting something specific. Select is the majority command which a SQL administrator, which a SQL analyst should understand. 80% of the time the work starts with select command. That what is the output which you want. Moving ahead is DCL command, data control language command. Again, the access issue, the privacy issue, like we have given you the ID and password to log in internet. So we have given you the grant. And after 6 days FTP, we will take that grant. So that will be the revoke process. Moving ahead with transaction control language, that is commit and rollback. Commit means something has happened. Rollback means that it has been failed and it's an undo command. So first of all, I will like to note it down this particular syntax because now we need your laptops or your system, right? This is the structure which we will be following till the end of the session. We'll start with select, then we move to from, then where, and it has group by and having clause. Group by is basically that you want to group your particular column through the help of particular column. Let's say group by city, group by department, group by gender. Having clause is that you cannot write where command twice, so we use having clause. And having helps in creating aggregate functions. Order by basically means ascending and descending. Whether you want your things in the ascending format or a descending format. Basically sorting in Excel. If I correlate everything with Excel, select means print, what is the output. From means from which table. Where is particularly a specific condition. Let's say I want to fetch students who have scored less than 80. So I will put that in the where command. Group by is a function in Excel which can group my particular, if I say I want to group gender wise marks of the students, so I can apply group by, right? And order by, everybody understands sorting. When we do ascending or descending order in a string or in a numeric manner. I hope everybody has noted down this format. These are certain data types which are essential in SQL. And if I talk about exact numeric consists of int, small int, bit, decimal. If like in yesterday class we were telling continuous data is age, categorical data is qualitative. So similarly we have some data types. When I talk about approximate numeric, float, real. Salary can be float, it can be in a decimal format. Then we have data type date and time, date, time, timestamp. Like in Excel we calculate now. Similarly in SQL also we use now command for the current date and time. String data type is char, varchar and text. What is the difference between these three? Char is for character and char means fixed length of the particular string can be mentioned. Varchar, variable length. Text is also that I can customize. Binary data type means binary means 0 and 1. Again it is fixed. Variable binary we can make some modification. We can customize. And image similar manner JPG, PNG, JPEG. We also use some SQL operators. Everybody I think understand arithmetic operator, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Logical operator again, all, and, or, not, right? So, and means both the condition will be true or one of them. Not means that none of the condition will be true. Moving ahead, comparison operators, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. These are certain signs which we will be using in MySQL. So let's download in your systems. You have